I have found details regarding the game, details which you can't find anywhere. Look from the beginning to the end if you want to know all of them. So, I'm presenting you Ashfall, post-apocalyptic MMORPG shooter designed by legendary Star Studio. In the future, artificial intelligence goes out of control and initiates the nuclear war against humanity. Just like in Terminator movie. After this, nothing had left in the world, except the ruins. You have to leave the vault in order to find the core of creation, the key to saving the world. The vault is called Vault 13, just like in Fallout. Just kidding, I don't know the number of the vault, but it can be a good story, right? But let's be honest, many post-apocalyptic games look similar. You can divide such games on zombie apocalypse, post-nuclear apocalypse, post-virus apocalypse, and so on. Nevertheless, some manage to make at least near masterpiece products, which are able to get you hooked for lots of hours. Maybe and this MMORPG will be one of those. Release is scheduled for 2023. What else did the developers have let us know? Is coming next. Explore the unknown desert. Lifeless wastelands, abandoned towns, battlefields of the old world, uproarious settlements of survivors. The things that you will get to see is a vast and diverse world of wastelands. Consisting of unique Eastern culture and post-apocalyptic elements, each area demonstrates its own theme and offers specific cultural atmosphere. Well, seems like NetEase, developers of Ashfall, have marked primary cultural direction to be Eastern. As a matter of fact, NetEase games are Chinese, in case you didn't know. However, people are playing and even receive satisfaction without paying attention to, for example, local architecture in the game. Does it matter if it will be post-apocalyptic in Eastern-like fashion? I think even though it's gonna be post-apocalyptic lunar, the most important is how everything in general will be implemented, how it will interact. Let's proceed. New missions, locations, and content will be unlocked as you explore and advance through the plot. You will also encounter non-playable characters with unique metal and run into random events of different nature, and all this will bring a lot of joy into your adventure. I'm curious how they will implement random events in a MMORPG, although considering the experience of the Division game, I see no problem. However, I haven't found other significant products of the studio in Steam, so let's hope for the best but prepared for realistic and breathtaking roleplay game. Ashfall offers huge diversity of functions, including character customization, dynamic system of the weather, and reliable feedback of heating during the fight, in order to give you full immersion in this deserted post-apocalyptic world and a chance to survive at any cost. Your perception and feelings of real world are accurately reproduced in our world with the help of technologies such as motion and sound capturing. You are a part of this world, and your every decision and choice can impact the entire story. Well, motion capturing and heat notifications are classic, as I understand, so there is nothing to discuss, although non-linear plot is quite intriguing. In games, plot is primary thing for me, especially if it is non-linear. However, even if it is linear or illusion of choice, it still can be a masterpiece. For example, the game Son of Rome, absolutely linear plot. However, the scale and epic are fascinating. Let's go next. Epic battle experience. In the world of Ashfall, you will encounter with plenty of unpleasant mutated creatures and even more nasty people that will obstruct your path. Thanks to conjunction of elements such as classical function of firing from behind the cover, phenomenal settings of different dungeons, difficult objectives of missions and firearms, equipment and tasks with atmosphere of wasteland, we are developing a hasty battle system for our players to enjoy with the best combat experience. So, as they said themselves, classic function of firing from behind the cover. What about the settings of dungeons? This seems to be somewhere else in the same new world of Amazon, isn't it? Difficult objectives and firearms are not surprising as well. Equipment and tasks is good, but everything they have listed must be in the game anyway. Okay, describe for the sake of effect. Let's go next. Embark on an adventure with friends. Ashfall supports either single-player or multiplayer modes, improving the quality of gaming. You can travel across the world as a lone wolf or fight with your friends in order to complete hard challenges and levels. Anyway, you would like to explore this deserted world. Long story short, it's gonna be a cooperative game. It seems like something like Destiny 2. You are assembling a party and a bug somewhere, for example in a dungeon, but also can do it by yourself. I will suppose that in the game there will be classes or some kinds of individual upgrading at the discretion. If classes, so judging by unwillingness of the game to reinvent the wheel, I will assume that it will be support class, healer, tank, absorbing tons of damage and drawing enemy attention, damage dealer, combat class dealing unsurprisingly a huge amount of damage, and etc. In this case, every class probably will have subclasses that can be upgraded for diversity. Upgrading is guaranteed to take place in the game. It is conspicuous by pop-up experience above the heads of defeated NPCs. Quoting next. Music for Ashfall was produced by Oscar-winning composer and musical producer Hans Zimmer and Hollywood musical producer Steve Mazzaro, also a musical producer of Fallout and Zeus series. As far as players pass through different eras of the game, they immerse in brilliant music and enjoy with audiovisual feastings provided by this guru. Well, the music is splendid. That is always an advantage, at least if the game won't be appealing. I'll cut it out and use its music in my magnificent videos. Oh, for you guys. I hope there will be no problem with copyright. So, and now as I promised, I will share with you exclusive details about the PvP system. It wasn't existent in the early test, like it wasn't existent at all. Apparently, PvP system wasn't planned as a fundamental component of the game. Perhaps it will be practically introduced, for example, in a concept of areas or locations for which the battles between clans of players will be initiated. From my point of view, post-apocalyptic game must include viable rough PvP with full drop, full item upon death and none of imbalanced AE bots should punish the outlaws, otherwise the entire atmosphere of rough and forgiving post-apocalypse will disappear. There are PvE servers especially for CCs where they will be Sisley Yan, spotting plants and crafting. Generally speaking, apparently there must be a beta or preliminary playtest, as it was with New World. Perhaps that all is gonna be for free. The only thing left is to follow the news in order not to miss it. What do you think about everything spoken? Who liked and subbed this one is great. But now this video ends. Goodbye, my fellow mate.